We've all heard it. If you keep trying, success is inevitable. But is that really true? What happens when trying feels like a never-ending struggle? Does persistence alone guarantee success? Or is there more to the equation? Persistence is powerful, there's no doubt about it. But simply trying without changing, evolving, or learning doesn't guarantee success. There's a difference between persistence and blind persistence. True success requires adaptability, not just stubborn effort. Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's part of success. The key isn't to avoid failure, but to learn from it. Every failure teaches something. Every mistake is a stepping stone. Success isn't about the absence of failure. It's about how you respond to it. You can try with all your might, but timing still plays a huge role. Sometimes the right idea needs the right moment. Success can be about perseverance, but it's also about being in the right place at the right time. How many brilliant minds have failed simply because the world wasn't ready for them? Timing and persistence must align. Effort compounds. What you do today may not show results immediately, but every action you take compounds over time, building momentum towards something bigger. Think of a snowball rolling down a hill. It starts small, but eventually it becomes unstoppable. Success isn't always linear, but the effort adds up. You can keep trying, but if your strategy is wrong, your efforts might not be productive. Success doesn't come from doing the same thing over and over. It comes from adjusting your approach, learning from your actions, and improving. Success is as much about smart strategy as it is about sheer willpower. What does success truly mean? For some, it's fame. For others, it's financial freedom, happiness, or fulfillment. Success isn't always one size fits all. If you keep trying, you might reach your version of success, not necessarily what others think success. Success is personal, and sometimes just finding your path is success in itself. One of the most powerful lessons in success is learning when to stop trying. Some goals should be abandoned because they're not aligned with your true purpose. It's not about giving up, it's about redirecting your energy to something that's a better fit. Sometimes the most successful people know when to pivot. Luck, timing, opportunity. These factors don't always get the credit they deserve in success stories. It's not just about hard work. Sometimes the right circumstances come together at the right time. Acknowledging that success isn't entirely within our control helps us approach it with humility and gratitude. It's not just about trying, it's about how deeply you care. Passion drives persistence. Without passion, it's easy to burn out. But when you're passionate about something, your efforts are fueled by purpose, making failure easier to endure and success more satisfying. Many successful people didn't follow clear, obvious path. They created their own road, filled with bumps and detours. Success isn't about following someone else's map. It's about navigating your unique journey. When you keep trying, you'll often find that your path to success looks nothing like anyone else's. There comes a time in every journey when you feel like it's just not worth it anymore. But those moments of despair can be the turning point. Success often comes to those who push through when everyone else quits. The final push is where the magic happens, but only if you keep going. We live in a world of instant gratification, but real success takes time. The most successful people you know didn't get there overnight. They spent years, even decades, building. Patience is an ingredient you can't ignore. Sometimes the true test is whether you can wait long enough for success to come. Success is often a long and grueling journey, but it's important to celebrate small wins. Every small step forward is a victory. Acknowledge the progress you're making, even if it feels like it's taking forever. Success isn't a destination. It's a series of moments along the way. At the end of the day, what guarantees success is consistency. Trying once, twice, or even 100 times may not be enough. But if you show up every single day, committed to your path, success becomes inevitable. Success isn't a result of talent alone. It's a result of doing the work consistently, day in and day out. Keep trying, keep showing up. Success is the reward for those who refuse to quit. You can try the same thing for 10 years and get nowhere. But if each time you try, you reflect, adapt, and evolve, then your chances of success increase exponentially. Effort, learning time brings progress. Grit by Angela Duckworth. Duckworth says, success isn't about talent, it's about passion and perseverance over the long term. And he quote, enthusiasm is common, endurance is rare. Use this to emphasize that trying is only powerful when you combine it with resilience and long-term focus. Another book, The Dip by Seth Godin. Godin talks about how many people quit during the hard middle of a journey, the dip, but successful people push through. But he also says, don't stick with something that's a dead end. Use this to make the point that wisdom matters more than blind effort. And he quote, winners quit fast, quit often, and quit without guilt. When the path doesn't lead to success, real trying, is an act of becoming. It's the decision to evolve, to sharpen your vision, and to embrace discomfort again and again. There is no guarantee in life, not even for the hardest workers. But here's the truth most people won't say. Success doesn't always come the way you expect, but trying transforms you into the kind of person who can handle it. When it does, you try, you fail, you learn. You try again, not the same way, but wiser. And with every attempt, your character is forged in the fire of experience. Frankl, a Holocaust survivor, wrote, what is to give light must endure burning. You may not always get what you work for, but through the trying, through the burning, you become someone greater, more purposeful. Sometimes success is not in what you achieve, but in who you become because you kept trying. Ryan Holiday reminds us, the obstacle in the path becomes the path. In other words, trying and failing isn't a detour, it is the path. That challenge you're facing, that rejection, that delay, it's not blocking you from success, it's shaping you for it. You do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. Trying isn't about dramatic effort, it's about what you do consistently, your tiny habits, your quiet discipline, the choices no one sees. If you keep trying in small, smart ways, over time, the results build up like compounding interest, invisible until one day they're undeniable. So, is success guaranteed if you keep trying? No, not in the way you may want, not in the clean, perfect, fairy tale timeline. But here's what is guaranteed. If you never try, you stay stuck. If you give up at the first sign of resistance, you forfeit the lessons that would have shaped you. But if you keep trying, with awareness, with humility, and with the courage to evolve, you grow, you sharpen, you rise. Success may not arrive when or how you imagined it, but when it does come, it finds someone ready for it. Not just someone who wanted it, but someone who earned it. So don't just try. Try with clarity. Try with growth. Try with heart. Because maybe the real reward isn't what you get. It's who you become when you refuse to quit. If this message hit you, don't scroll past it. Comment below, I'm not quitting. Let the world know you're still in the fight. And if you know someone who's about to give up, send them this video. They might just need to hear this right now. Subscribe to Innerverse for more truths like this, because your story deserves to be heard, and your growth deserves space.